Summertime and the living is easy. Is it? Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Makeup Marie from Miami. Today we're talking about the top 10 misconceptions about skin cancer and sunscreen. I was dressed for fun in the sun with my summer garb and my martini because I want to remind you that not only is sunscreen important, but definitely wear sunglasses, wear a hat, and stay in the shade whenever possible. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm sorry, I've taken a break from filming for a while. That's because I was suffering with allergies and off and on, frankly, and it's really difficult. It's taken a lot of my energy levels, but I'm back now. Thank you for being here. I almost didn't make this video. My daughter reminded me that May was Skin Cancer Awareness Month. And then it's July. It just dawned on me it's July. I think that skin cancer awareness should be more than a month. It probably should be the whole summer months, and in Miami, all year long. Okay, so I have personal experience with skin cancer. I've had 2 basal cell carcinomas. They both required surgery. I have 2 skin cancer videos that I've done previously. I'll link them below. One where I reveal an icky scar, if that's your jam, pun intended. Before I begin, I want to mention 2 things really quickly. I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician. If you have any doubts about something on your skin, please see a medical professional. Also, just wanted to say, when I was researching this topic, I was truly alarmed by the statistics and some social media trends. We'll talk about that shortly, so let's get into it. Skin cancer is the most common cancer, but it's also one of the most preventable and curable cancers if you catch it in time. The bad news is that there's tons of misconceptions out there, hence my video. I'm focusing on my top 10 misconceptions, but there are many, many more, unfortunately. Misconception number 1. Black and brown people do not get skin cancer. No, sorry, not true. People with deeper skin tones can still get cancer, at a lesser rate, of course. And here's the kicker. Black and brown people have lower survival rates for skin cancer. One reason may be that it's diagnosed later at a more advanced stage because both the doctor and the patient don't consider the fact that it could be skin cancer until it's too late. Number 2, deeper complexions can use a lower SPF. The American Academy of Dermatology recommends that everyone use an SPF of 30 or above. A deeper skin tone will give you a natural protection of only somewhere between SPF 3 and 7, which is not a lot. I'll link to a popular YouTuber dermatologist named Dr. Alexis Stevens. She helps reviewers find evidence-based skincare products, including sunscreen. I'll also link to Dr. Drey's video about sunscreen. She's done a bunch. She's a very popular YouTuber. In one of her latest, she debunks the idea that sunscreen causes cancer. Not true, of course. Mostly, it's people not knowing how to use sunscreen properly. She says often, sunscreen is not a shield of armor. She also mentions the lack of studies on deeper skin tones. She said that there are no clinical studies on the role of sunscreen on deeper skin tones, which is beyond upsetting. She often says sun damage happens in all skin tones, and it's not just a vanity thing, it's a health thing. Misconception number 3. I can't wear sunscreen because I need my vitamin D. Well, yes, vitamin D is the essential vitamin made when the protein in our skin reacts to UVB rays from the sun. Yes, we need sunlight to make the necessary amount of vitamin D that allows our body to absorb calcium and phosphorus. Here's the thing, no sunscreen blocks 100% of the rays. If you had an SPF of 100, you'd still get approximately 2 to 3% of UVB rays, which is enough to create the vitamin D that you need. Dr. Drey also did a video on vitamin D that I'll link below. She talks about the studies that showed there was no difference between a group that used sunscreen every day with a group that used sunscreen sporadically in terms of vitamin D. She also talks about the requirement of vitamin D, how that changed, which of course made more people vitamin D deficient, and how recent studies have debunked a lot of thinking about the benefits of taking vitamin D supplements. Okay. Misconception number 4. It's fairly easy to spot cancer spots, right? No. I have personal experience with this. Both times it just looked like a pimple. Both times my dermatologist didn't think it was anything. Both times it was cancer. Not only did I have to have surgery, I had to spend a lot of money. It was not fun experience. It was scary. And also now I'm looking at every single little bump on my face, thinking that I have another skin cancer. And when you're my age, you get a lot of little bumps. So, it hasn't been a fun experience. As I mentioned, I had basal cell carcinoma, which may appear as a pearly or waxy bump, as well as a flat, flesh-colored or brown scar-like lesion. Both of mine look like pimples that wouldn't go away. So if you have a spot, check it out. Go to a dermatologist. Number 5, skin cancer only appears on places exposed to sunlight. Nope. Melanoma, which is the deadliest version of skin cancer, can appear in places like the scalp, palms of the hands, feet, fingernails, genital area, even in your eyes. Moles in these areas can often go unnoticed and therefore diagnosed much later. These moles can be large brown spot with dark speckles or one that changes in color. They can also be a small lesion with an abnormal border, most often shown in photos when you look up cancer online. So make sure you're checking everywhere. Ask a partner for help. That could be fun. If you spent a lot of time in your youth in the sun without sunscreen, like I did, go to a dermatologist at least once a year. Misconception number 6. My base tan will protect my skin from cancer. No, safe base tans are a myth. Having a base tan doesn't protect you from the sun, and it's actually a sign of skin damage. Even if you don't have sunburn, unprotected sun exposure increases your chance of developing skin cancer. There are so many lovely products out there to put on your skin to fake a tan. Something that I've used before is this Jergens Natural Glow. It's very light. It's a foam. I've used Dermablend, which was a little too thick for me, but I'm sure that they've got, other formulas by now, because I've had that for a while. The Fenty body sauce is awesome. I put that on my décolleté and I mixed a little bit of it with my foundation. And what honestly I use most of the time on my legs is the Sally Hansen airbrush legs. Affordable, works like a charm. You just have to work quickly to blend it in, and obviously you have to wash your hands afterwards so you don't stain your hands. So many different things. Oh, and also I wanted to mention, if you want blush that can fake a tan, my recommendation is the Merit Flush Balm. For me, for my skin color, in the color Fox. This is it. And I'll put some on so you can see. It is a wonderful way of faking that lovely reddish brownish tone, I think, that you get, at least that I get from the sun. It's that easy. Don't risk your health to have a little flush when you have great products, and there's a lot of products out here that'll do the same. So that's just the one I like. Okay, I have a bonus misconception for you. Tanning beds don't give you skin cancer. Absolutely not. Tanning beds are very dangerous. My niece Alexis told me that tanning beds and sunbathing with oil or without sunscreen has become a social media trend. You may remember her. We did a skincare product collaboration. I'll link it below as well. It's very sad. I thought that wasn't in vogue. I thought that we had learned our lesson from that, but apparently it's a thing now, and it's just, really, really awful. You're not going to be 20 forever. Sun exposure also causes premature aging, but that's subject for another video. Number 7, sunscreen is not safe. There are 2 types of sunscreen. There's chemical and mineral. And it's silly to call it that because the minerals in mineral sunscreen are chemicals, but without getting into all that, chemical sunscreen basically have oxybenzone and other chemical ingredients in there. They're popular because they're more lightweight, easy to blend into the skin, easy to wear under makeup, and also less likely to have a white cast than mineral sunscreens. It's important to note that the FDA hasn't found significant evidence that chemical sunscreens are harmful. More research is needed, but there was a study published in the Journal of American Medical Association that discovered that 6 of the 13 ingredients in chemical sunscreens were absorbed and detectable in the bloodstream up to 3 weeks after one application. Okay, not good, but I have to say, I use both. I use both mineral and chemical sunscreen depending upon the situation. Here are some of my favorites. I've used this. I think it's great for people who just want something very light. It's a chemical sunscreen and a tinted moisturizer. And I won't repurchase it because it's not vocally pro-choice, but I can tell you it's a good product. Generally speaking, I use Colorscience. Also, unfortunately, not vocally pro-choice, but it is definitely a good product for me. It's not something that I like to wear under makeup, but it does kind of have a nice glow to it, and some of them are tinted as well, so I would wear this on casual days as my base. So I've used that. This is the powder cover-up that comes with it by Colorscience, and it's a broad spectrum SPF 50. Apparently there was something recently in the news about that these powders don't give that much of a sunscreen benefit, so I don't know, but if I find that article, I'll link it below. And I've used this. This is my backup, but this is going to be it after I use this one. It's the Chantecaille Broad Spectrum SPF 45 Primer Sunscreen. This is lovely underneath a foundation, which I have today, but it's also not vocally pro-choice, so I won't be repurchasing anymore. And finally, the Elsa MD UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46 is a very nice product. Both my kids use it. My son uses it in clear. My daughter uses it in tinted. So very nice product, nice and lightweight, easy to apply. The good news is the marketplace is responding to the need for more mineral sunscreens that are lighter, easier to use, don't have a white cast, and you can apply under foundation. If you know of a sunscreen that you like, a mineral sunscreen that works for you, and you have a deeper skin complexion, please let us know in the comments below, because, you know, sharing is caring. Another important side note is that I avoid any sunscreen or any personal body care product that comes in a spray. I don't have one to show you because I don't buy them anymore. So what happened is last year, benzene, which is a carcinogen, was found in sunscreen. And then later on, benzene was also found in some personal care products. And the common denominator seems to be that they're spray products. And so it's not an ingredient that's originally in any of these products, but it once tested after it's been manufactured, it's found. And so people are thinking, or scientists are thinking, that perhaps there's something in the manufacturing of these products that causes the benzene to be in those products. So long story short, I'm not using it. I would suggest you avoid it for now as well until people figure out what the situation is. Okay, number 8. Skin cancer is only skin deep. Well, no. Unfortunately, people who have had skin cancer are at a higher risk for developing internal cancers such as lung cancer, stomach cancer, compared to someone who has never had skin cancer. So, yay. 53% higher. Moving on. Number 9. I don't need to wear sunscreen because I don't go outside for long periods of time. No, sirree Bob, brief exposure throughout the year can add up to significant damage for people with light skin tones. These brief moments can include driving or walking around outdoors during peak hours, which is between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., which exposes your skin to damaging UV rays. Here's the kicker. These cumulative everyday exposures are linked to squamous cell cancer. Now, squamous cell cancer is the in-between skin cancer. Though not as dangerous as melanoma, squamous cell cancer is believed to cause up to 20% of skin cancer deaths. Yikes. It's not as common as basal cell, but it's more serious because it's sometimes likely to metastasize or spread. See a doctor if you have a sore or a scab that doesn't heal in about 2 months, or a flat patch of scaly skin that won't go away. Last but most depressing is number 10. I'm young, so I don't have to worry about skin cancer. Well, according to the Skin Cancer Foundation, melanoma is the most common cancer affecting young adults. I had to read it twice when I saw it. It's melanoma is the most common cancer affecting young adults. That's terrifying. 25 to 29 is the age range. It's also increasing faster in women age 15 to 29 than in men in the same age group. So again, melanoma is the most deadliest of the skin cancers. Rates of diagnosis for the disease have increased dramatically over the years, outpacing almost all other cancers. So that's it. That's my top 10 misconceptions about skin cancer and sunscreen. My hope is that you take this information seriously and protect yourself and your loved ones. Always do your own additional research. Check your skin monthly and be alert to any changes in the number, size, shape, or color of spots on your skin or sores that do not heal. Pay special attention to moles, especially the mole that has changed recently, that bleeds or itches. Okay. And wear sunscreen. Whether it's chemical or mineral, UVA and UVB broad spectrum is best. The best sunscreen, though, is the one that you'll wear. I'll link below the sunscreens we currently use and that my niece, Alex, is using one to reapply sunscreen throughout the day. It's Shiseido, and I'll show a picture and I'll link it below as well. Let me know in the comments if you have had skin cancer or know someone that has a skin cancer scare. We need to stick together and share our experiences. Thanks for watching. Abortion is healthcare. Peace.